Hi, my name is Mike Paulus, and I'm a recovering cocaine addict. I may not look like the type of person that you would suspect of doing cocaine, but I never really had any legal problems, but I am. So it was fun the first couple of years, you know, worshiping the disco ball in New Orleans all night long, watching the sunrise over Bourbon Street. But it, of course, got old. All my circle of friends changed, but year after year, the cocaine stuck around. I would try to quit, but I was powerless, and eventually I just quit trying to quit. There's no telling how many relationships were damaged or destroyed because of the cocaine in my life. Around 7 years ago, I was dating someone, and one afternoon we got in a massive fight. We'd both been drinking, I had been doing cocaine, and finally, just blind with rage and cocaine, I hit him so hard, I thought I was going to break my hand or his jaw. I'm surprised I didn't. Of course, I started apologizing profusely, but the damage was done, and he, not surprisingly, left me. Angry with myself and depressed over the breakup, I slipped into this pit of depression that I just couldn't seem to get out of. You would think with the cocaine out of my life that it would start getting better, and it just seemed to be getting worse. I'd never really thought seriously about suicide, but one afternoon I just couldn't stop crying. And I finally made my way down to the garage, and I'm not sure why I didn't kick that stool out, but I didn't. I stepped down off of it instead of going through with that. But the next day I was just numb and in a daze. But fortunately I had an appointment with a therapist. And when I told him what had happened the night before, he had me check into the Presbyterian psych ward. The psych ward is a really frightening, lonely, scary place, and it changes you. After a couple of days there when I was released, it was a Saturday night, it was a cool night, I felt like I had been reborn. But I was also still very frightened because I didn't know what was going on, and I could have very easily slipped right back into that near fatal depression. But the next day was Sunday, and without knowing, I came to church here and sat in the back of the church. People knew that I had been in the hospital, but they didn't know why. And person after person came up and said, "Good to see you, we're glad you're here." You know, and the warmth and the enthusiasm and the support I got. When I sat there and I started realizing, you know, I can do this with my Cathedral of Hope family, that this love and support, I've got a new life here, and it's because of the support that I get at the church here. So this is why I'm able to give. This is why I'm able to be in the sanctuary choir and at Bach and support the church through my auto tithe. My auto tithe comes out every 25th. And it sometimes feels selfish when I'm doing these things because I realize I get back so much more than I give to the church. So it's something that I would encourage you to think about. And if we could even get 100 people to give $5 more to the general fund, the church itself would have so much better bandwidth for programs. We could do so much if you could even give just $5 a week. And trust me, you won't be losing that money. You'll be blessing yourself. So be selfish and do yourself a favor by considering upping your tithe or starting to tithe. Thanks.